Welcome everybody to the Jake's Bakery podcast. I'm here with just go down the line.
He's here with he's here with Kibby the ASMR. Today I'll be showing you guys memes via ASMR.
Beautiful. And over here we have also.
Hello, my name is RapidBeta. I don't know what ASMR is, and I don't do that. I don't pull that kind of stuff here. Not like that.
Jesus. Lastly, we have over here.
And last but certainly least, you got yourself a SammiFX, who is I haven't done horse stuff in ages. I don't know why I'm here.
We don't care about your horse stuff. What about your latest ASMR uploads?
My latest ASMR videos featuring Breezy, Gmod ASMRs. Yeah, they're doing really well.
That deserves a cup.
Business is good.
Golf clap, guys. Golf clap. All right, so we're gonna start off with some topics. What kind of topics we have today? Roblox. Somebody mentioned Roblox.
Oh yes, Roblox, the newest trending game on the internet. It seems like all the Minecraft users are slowly leaving their game to join this newfound game called Roblox. JT, I've heard that you've played this game quite a bit. Can you tell us a little about it?
Oh, you're talking about the greatest game, Roblox, right?
Yeah, I heard they already have a celebrity on there too.
Mr. Roblox.
No, surely you've had to have heard of him by now. You remember your boy Michael P, who I keep sharing in our servers?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
You want to know who we're talking about? Just go on YouTube and search Roblox Michael P screaming, and you'll find out what I'm talking about. It's quality entertainment. It's kind of like what JT likes to do with his microphone, where he just like shoves his microphone in his mouth and makes inhuman noises.
I actually have a story about Roblox. One day I decided that I hated myself more than usual, so I embarked on a 3-hour-long 500 level Roblox parkour map.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I think Jake, you joined at one point
Oh yeah,
when we were listening to MCR.
You were blasting My Chemical Romance loudly as you were doing this platform. So it was edgy as shit.
That was a bad weekend.
It was a great weekend, if you ask me.
You haven't lived until you've had Roblox sex.
Oh yeah, I've definitely seen a fair share of those videos now. Where it's like the 13-year-olds figure out how to mod the game, and they'll have like servers called like Roblox Strip Lounge, and you load up the server and it's like a female character with like two like blank basketballs on their chests with like inappropriate positions, and it's really fucking hilarious to look at.
Back when Club Penguin was a game, people used to make private servers and used to do the same kind of shit on that. But like you could say
servers on Club Penguin?
Yeah, like you had to have all the flash files and you had to run your own website and whatnot, but
It sounds like such a pain.
it was. But yeah, like you could do the same thing, and I remember doing that.
Back in my day, there was RuneScape.
Oh man, RuneScape was my shit. Let me tell you what. I played that game for I'd say a good decade before I finally stopped. Yeah.
What did you actually do though?
So fun fact. Before I got involved in horses, I was actually really involved with like playing with they're called clans on RuneScape, which is like gaming groups on there, where you could do like these wars between different clans in a game inside of it called Clan Wars. It's basically just like, if you guys remember the Wilderness, how people could fight each other, same kind of deal, but instead of fighting one person, you're fighting a group of people. So I did that for a number of years, and that's where I picked up my current nickname that I use today, because I misspelled my old nickname like a dumbass. Yeah, I got back into it again recently, because I don't know how many of you guys followed JakeX. That's like the parent company of RuneScape. They relaunched an older version of RuneScape from what it was back in, I think it was like 2007, because they did like a giant like graphical update like in early 2010 or something like that, and the game started looking like completely different. That's when a lot of fans were saying that it went downhill. So now you can go back to the glory days of the mid 2000s on no life in that stupid game. Sorry for geeking out. I really like that game.
Any fandom bullshit going on or anything like that?
Well, technically there always is. Nothing in particular today. I hear that Tomska is planning on doing a collab with Black Griffin and the Living Tombstone. Like, legit, I'm not even joking.
Yeah, no, they were, I saw them tweeting at each other last night that I guess Tom Ska followed Black Griffin. He had tweeted out something like, hey, thanks for the follow, and Tombstone replied saying, alright, when are you guys gonna collab and make a track or something together? And one of them had said like, oh, that's why we're talking to each other. So they are apparently collabing on something. Nobody knows what yet, though. Fandom news, yeah, pretty much. There's not really drama per se. I think more so news. Like, just a few minutes ago, John Delancey had replied to someone saying that he's not sure what season he's currently working on right now, but he's assuming it's season 8, because someone was asking, like, what is he doing right now on the show. So apparently he just finished recording 2 episodes, so season 8 just got confirmed. The ride never ends.
I'm wondering if it's actually possible to get off the ride.
It is possible. You go to a website called Fur Affinity, and
Oh no!
Oh.
well, there's another alternative route. You can buy a
Is it anime?
maybe. You could be the weird person, and you can go a completely different route where, you know, I've heard some people are just leaving and they're actually getting a job. Oh, who would do that? Like, make a normal life for themselves? It's so awkward.
I don't
And
know.
I've heard some people trying to leave lately to join record labels, and then they never actually join one. Oh, weird things.
Oh, I a lot of them end up on Wolf Beats. I hear Wolf Beats is a pretty good popular record label.
Well, Wolf Beats is definitely an interesting
Talking
label.
about horse music.
Yeah, somehow we shifted to the talk of horse music. Someone actually just tweeted me not yesterday, but like a day or two ago. I don't know if you guys saw it. Someone had made like a shit post making fun of Wolf Beats like a couple months ago, where they're like, "Oh, you're a brony musician and you left the fandom. Well, good job, you can join Wolf Beats." Everybody thought that I had made that account, and I never did. I was assuming that it was RapidBeta, but he didn't either. So someone's smarter than me and him.
I wish I could take the credit for that, honestly.
No, just like any other part of the horse fandom, there's going to be some sour asshole out there that's going to complain about something. So, but apparently there hasn't been many sour assholes lately, because fandom's been pretty quiet drama-wise.
We're gonna have to start our own drama soon.
Oh, guys, I heard JakeWhyman is making a podcast. He's gonna gonna take down Saberspark and his podcast. So better watch out, Race Best. He's coming for your ad revenue.
I just want that YouTube money. I want to be on Steve Harvey.
Look, I think
boy Steve Harvey.
we're all glad to be here to give our portion of helping you out with keeping your YouTube video into the YouTube analytics, because I guess that's a thing now that a lot of YouTubers are starting to do podcasts to keep their videos like popping into other people's things. And, I think that should be kind of like our
The longer
next...
the video, the more ads you put into it, man.
Oh yeah, what is it? 30-minute video? You could push out like 5 or 6 ads in it, something like that.
Yep.
I'd say that's a pretty good topic to move into. So this is actually something that me and RapidBeta were talking about the other night. I don't know if you guys have been hearing murmurs about it, but supposedly there's rumors flying around how they figured out, I don't know if you guys are aware of the unsub glitch, where every time you upload a video you lose subscribers. People,
I remember that a while ago,
people
yeah.
have apparently figured out as to what that might be. There was some like giant YouTube event the other day in Sammy's neck of the woods. Something more like, it was like a YouTube space kind of event, and there were a bunch of YouTube representatives there. And some of the YouTubers went to look up their accounts on their Wi-Fi at this event, and their accounts weren't popping up on YouTube at all. And a couple people panicked, thinking, "Oh crap, what did I upload that got my account shut down," or something like that. And then they logged in on their phone, and their account was still there. So they questioned a couple of YouTube employees, and they ended up finding out, one guy via email, that YouTube is starting to rate by age what like your YouTube channel is suited for. So supposedly that might be a thing in the future, where there will be like kind of like an age rating, like how it is when you turn on any show on TV, how it'll say like, you know, rated MA for mature. What would you guys think that Jake's channel would be rated for? What age group?
Oh, the age gating thing? Oh my god, I don't know.
Probably 12.
I mean, you post a lot of
Not
Nicolas Cage, so I don't think that's suited for
That's
kids.
fair enough.
I mean, Nicolas Cage is practically a porn star, right? That should at least be like MA, like 21 plus or something like that. Yeah, I guess that's also what that email had included too. The YouTube representative had talked about, because the guy asked like, what's kid-friendly rating, and supposedly there's going to be like if there isn't already, there's going to be a YouTube kid-friendly app that like are meant for like little kids that get like an iPad or something for their birthday. Apparently they already do. I never knew about it, but I guess that's like what'll also tie into it as well, that on that app, like channels that are rated mature won't pop up on it. So say for instance, if your local 7-year-old wants to watch your boy Killer Keemstar to figure out what's happening with the latest drama, that won't pop up on their app.
Yeah, like none of their videos are showing up at all on everybody's feeds, or any of their age gated. It's pretty funny.
And that's something that they're apparently looking to tie into YouTube overall at some point, where you might have to sign in just to view a video, so that way if there's a kid that's logged in, they can't look at that stuff. Which in a way kind of hurts YouTube overall, but I think that's kind of like pretty much how the YouTube staff has been in general for the last year or two. It's kind of like a group of monkeys throwing shit at a wall in a corporate office saying, "Hey, look, we're doing our jobs right." They definitely sure have been screwing up their site lately, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So that means that, Jake, like, you're starting your podcast as YouTube's dying. How do you feel about that?
Make sure to follow my Vine account.
Vine's already dead, Jake. You can't go there.
I'm starting a whole Vine career. I'm gonna be making a lot of money and get some sponsors, like, you know, Dell and XP, you know. Doing a lot of Vines. Gonna promote a lot of products and locations, get a lot of money.
How are you going
my
to do
future.
that? Can you share with the class what original Vines are you going to create that aren't stolen from other people?
That's a trick question. That's essentially what a Vine is. You know, it's a
You're
thriving
just gonna
market.
make a lot of relatable content.
This is definitely me when I'm driving.
A lot of relatable content, yes. Like, oh, hey, I felt like this before, you know, like, oh, that happened to me.
I stubbed my toe.
A lot of relatable content
It's
where
me.
a lot of relatable content where I'll go to open up a can of Chef Boyardee and pour it out, and when he tips it upside down, none of it comes out, and he looks in the camera and says, "Relatable, guys." You haven't been hardcore until you've eaten a can of Chef Boyardee raw.
We don't have those over here. We have
You have the
like,
Heinz
Heinz?
spaghetti. I see that on the international aisle out here, because we have like a little section dedicated to like European, and we have another section dedicated to British foods, probably because of the whole Brexit thing now. Yeah, I've noticed that the Heinz makes a lot of stuff out there apparently.
Yep.
I
Alright.
saw Heinz spaghetti the other day.
Alright, so guys, I will have you know. Every Brownies React episode is not visible if you're on restricted mode. It's an age-restricted series.
We're too offensive.
I'm
We're
sorry.
not
You know,
safe
when
for
I ran up to
kids.
that sliding window and I said, "You kids want some memes?" YouTube probably thought that's not safe for children. Like they'll think it's a serial
Yeah,
killer.
that's not relatable enough.
You
for
need
them.
to see if Bronies React is visible.
I can look that up. Yeah.
That's a good question. Is Brownies React visible? It's obviously not. So is
AC
Bronies
Rays
React
React.
visible?
What about baloney?
Oh, that's even better. Okay, let me go. Wait, I type in AC Race Best and all I get is Steve Harp. Oh, there it is.
Well, Baloney's React isn't visible no matter what.
How is Steve Harvey's show that AC Race Best was on?
Restricted is on. Okay, let's see here. When was the last time you made a Bronies React video?
Just go on most viewed because they're the only things anyone ever watches from him.
Alright, so there is no Bronies React visible at all.
It's not safe for kids, guys. You heard it here first. It's confirmed. Bronies React is not safe for children.
Shout out to our boy Drummer Shy. Let's see here.
I mean, they got
Bronies
Geek
React.
Brony in there. That's not going to be for kids, obviously, if he's in it.
Edgy.jpg is available. Yeah, there is no Baloney's React to be seen.
Rest in pieces. I mean, I did flag them all as inappropriate, so that might have set them off.
Ooh.
Not really. I just commented that because
Got a little assault towards our luncheon meat brothers there, don't you? Well, I mean, like I said, our geek boy is over on that series as well, so I kind of figured that if we weren't going to be on it, if Geek Brony was in it, they wouldn't be on it as well.
You think it's time for some Twitter questions?
Did we even get any Twitter questions?
We got some. Yeah, alright.
maybe like 5.
Can being loved ironically and being unaware of it be as fulfilling as being loved genuinely? That is from Pedant Bluebot.
Can you read that
Yes.
again?
Can being ironically and being aware of it be as fulfilling as being loved genuinely? That was a mouthful.
That's a pretty deep philosophical question right there. I am not sure I have an answer.
Don't talk about my life that way, okay? I'm aware that I'm ironic and I'm depressed about it every day.
Alright, we have another one. I'll read it. Have you seen Chef by Chalk Alicorn?
Oh, Ryan, stop.
To be fair, I have seen that movie. It's pretty good, actually.
It's got a fantastic soundtrack. I totally recommend. Like, don't even watch the movie. Just buy the soundtrack to it. That alone's worth it.
I have to admit, I have not watched it yet. I know it's on Netflix, but I have not watched it yet. Now,
How have
Convince
you
me.
not seen Chef?
I watched it with my family.
convince me right now.
I should watch it, but you know, Netflix over here has absolutely bugger all on it.
That's why we have Pirate Bay. Not that I'd use it or anything, but
I'm fairly certain that's blocked on my university internet as well.
I can definitely say that Chef is a better movie than Jerry Maguire was.
That's a tall order to fill right there.
I don't know about that.
If it's better than Jerry Maguire,
Jerry Maguire's a great movie.
Alright, another question from Mike Bernstein, also known as Final Draft. How does I horse famous?
Step 1, draw porn. Step 2, review an episode of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, because a 30-year-old can't comprehend a 5-year-old's kid show.
Any more steps?
Or you make friends with people who are more famous than you,
I'd say that's an easy step 3.
and basically
See what
name drop them in any videos you make featuring them.
you really do. Go up to show staff and bug the shit out of them, non-stop.
Oh, excuse me, Mr. Megan Keating McLarson. Will you be on Brownies React with us? We're actually looking to react to an episode.
We all know the real way to get famous is to start a political rant against Peter New.
Clearly, you know, because that's totally worked for so many people that have always tried to argue with show staff in this fandom.
Yep.
I mean, they always win, right?
We have another one by Devo3432. If you eat brownies, aren't you eating your own kind?
I like to think of it less as cannibalism and more as just being fucked up. It's like feeding some chickens some chicken McNuggets from McDonald's. You know it's fucked up, but it'll still work because it's food.
Yeah, and I think they actually have a bunch of chemicals in them that make them kind of addictive. Which is why, even though they taste pretty bad,
That's
Yeah,
called
it's-
trans
I'm not even
fats
sure if
and
it's
deep
intentional,
fried.
it's like-
That's what's addictive.
yeah, it's like the finding a perfect balance of like sugar and salt, is that almost cancels each other out. but
Just
there's a little bit
like
more
how
salt.
cosmic brownies,
Right.
they're pretty similar to McDonald's. While you're eating it, you know it's bad for you, but
Yeah.
that's why you're eating it, because you know it's bad for you. That's how people are. Like, you can't tell me that you wouldn't eat something that's bad for you if it's a dessert. Like, it's a dessert. People are going to eat it regardless of what it is,
Yeah, that's like
even if it tastes like plastic, like cosmic brownies do.
I have had 2, and
You've only eaten 2?
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, I've been to America once.
So I was telling Jake a couple months ago, I found out the gas station up the road from my house. Like, you've seen how big a regular cosmic brownie is, right? That comes in that long box.
yeah, of course.
It's kind of like that little like rectangle
Fudgy.
size. They make like a
Mhm.
king size at the gas station up the road from my house, and it's
Like a
like
brick?
the size of like 4 cosmic brownies in one.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's like a box.
I'll have to buy a
Throw
couple
up.
of those at some point and airmail them to you. That way you can suffer with all of us.
Please. You gotta record it.
No.
Alright, that's a
don't
perfect
wanna.
lead into the next question. It is at rec, RECC underscore whatever. Not rec. Okay, that's confusing. How many calories? Great lead in.
Shit, do we actually know how
Two-
many calories?
Yeah, 290.
Yeah, I have a box right here.
290.
My box says 280.
Well, Google lied to me then.
I'm drinking an energy drink right now because I hate myself, and that has 260 calories in it. Cosmic brownies are more unhealthy than an energy drink, apparently.
And that's for one single brownie. Most people drink eat
That's
like
pretty
2.
bad.
It's 280 each brownie.
Oh, jeez.
Alright.
Yeah, you hear all those news articles about how energy drinks are bad for you. The news needs to get on cosmic brownies. Those are gonna kill people, apparently.
Alright, another great lead in from Drummershy, at Drummershy from Twitter asks, is there a secret recipe to brownies? Well, we kind of covered that already, though.
Yeah, just watch Geek's video,
Shout out to Geek Roni.
and there's your answer.
Yeah.
How to make the
The
perfect,
perfect
mean
recipe for
brownie.
brownies. You could put in whatever you want, but you don't add drummer shy into it.
That's how you make a bologna sandwich.
Nah. It'll get. They tend to sweat.
Meat and chocolate just don't mix well. They're better left separate.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you don't add Weetabix to your brownies, I don't want to mess with you. I don't want to talk to you.
Let's talk about wheat bix for now. Let's go back to questions later.
I used to have Weetabix so often. They're like really common.
And
over
I didn't
here.
realize this was the Weetabix podcast. I've never even eaten this stuff. What's so great about it?
It's kind of like it kind of tastes.
It's just wheat in the
It tastes
shape
kind of like
of a
Frosted
brick.
Flakes, kind of.
Yeah.
Except like not as shitty for you.
Jake, do you even eat breakfast?
Breakfast foods, like late at night, yeah.
Because I'm kind of the
I
same
sleep
way.
too
like,
long.
I don't really eat breakfast.
Gotta go to that Denny's,
so-
man.
I eat breakfast at like 11 o'clock.
I either wake up and have lunch for breakfast, or if I have an early lecture, I just have like a latte.
I mean, I wake up in the morning at the natural time of 2 o'clock in
Yep,
the
same.
afternoon. The joys of working overnight. So usually when I wake up, like I think that's what makes me not want to eat breakfast for breakfast, because it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Depends on when I work. Because if I work like early morning or like close to the afternoon, I'll eat breakfast. But if I go in at like 3, I'm just gonna eat lunch.
Yeah, me and RapidBeta are the target boys of the call. Our shifts are never the same, so therefore our sleep schedules are never the same.
I've been sick, so my sleep schedule's off the charts.
That sounds about right.
Alright, back to the questions, I guess. From Borrow Boat. Thoughts on Season 7 teasers? All right. First of all, how many of us actually watched it?
I haven't seen any of them.
I'm avoiding them all.
I don't get it. What are the spoilers about this time? Because I haven't seen any of them, so I don't care. Just spoil it.
They try to summon Satan.
Wow, this sounds like a great family show.
Spike and oh shit, what is it? Twilight early, and what's your name? Glim Glam whatever, and Nerdface draw like a circle and like a pentagram on the ground, and yeah.
Oh, you mean Snooky?
Yeah,
you mean
that one.
Snooky the pony, right? Have any of you ever realized that Starlight Glimmer looks like Snooky?
It's the
Because
hair.
that's all I can think of now.
Yeah, my thoughts on it? I don't know. It's a thing that happened. Yeah. Honestly, I'm just waiting
Yeah.
for the movie.
I'm neither hyped nor disappointed.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
How long is the teaser? Probably like 30 seconds or something like that. I'm sure it's
Not
probably
even that.
good, but teasers are never necessarily enough to go off of to judge how a season's going to be. I think this will lead us into a good topic, Jake. You know, the people want to know what happened to Brownies React. What is this shit podcast? I only subscribe to you for Brownies React. When's the next Brownies React?
Yeah, because you see, I mean, move on. Next question.
All right, we have here from Draconite, the Draconite.
Good answer.
Is that a JoJo reference?
I don't know, Drac. Is it?
It's actually a Kirby right back at you reference. Yeah, Drac asked another question. He asked, how do I get an anthology?
Ponies the Anthology.
Step 1. Clinical depression.
Step 2.
Step
There
2.
is no step 2.
Step 2.
Yep.
Pirate 480p rips of MLP. Step 3. Put 6-month-old stale memes over the top of them and profit afterwards. Hot meme from last year? It's probably what we'll be seeing there.
Sneak peek, we're actually gonna be having Melamo Jeff.
Me llamo Jeff.
Me llamo Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
All right, I have another one here. It's from. How do you pronounce this? Nash. He asks, Kibbles, please.
No.
What was that?
Just no.
You know what?
No.
Move on. Next question. Well, guess what? There are no more questions.
Yeah, that music video we filmed.
Oh yes, JT.
Hey,
never got edited.
hey, listen, I have that somewhere on my computer, I think. I think I do. I don't know.
I was the cinematographer.
Don't
on
worry.
that.
Don't worry, you'll get your IMDb credit at some point.
I'd like to point out that this segment isn't fair because I've become a normal human being and I went like a year without going to any horse conventions, so...
Oh, so sad.
Oh,
You went to Jimmy John's though.
You haven't been to any normal
You went to Hometown.
Jimmy John's
Yeah,
con?
I have been to the holy and sought after Jimmy John's out on the East Coast.
So you pretty much lived the BronyCon experience already at home. You didn't have to buy a ticket.
Yeah, so for people that did follow me on Twitter for the last BrodyCon, I still did my yearly venture to the local Jimmy John's where I drowned myself in mayonnaise on a piece of bread. If any of you have ever been to a Jimmy John's before, you'll know that they put way too much mayonnaise in their sandwiches. Like, if you look behind the counter, they have the industrial-sized jars of mayonnaise. That's how much mayonnaise they go through.
so many tubs on shelves behind them. And I actually don't like mayonnaise, but if you ask without mayonnaise, you will cut your mouth on the bread.
I did that earlier tonight. I got Jimmy John's for dinner, and I actually cut myself on the bread.
I mean, I did go to a con recently in January, but it was pretty small. I don't think there was really that many good stories that came out of it.
Well, if I remember correctly, JT, you went to a con that was pretty small. Care to share?
Well, you're talking about Super Speedy CyberCon,
Yes.
the world's greatest convention.
Yeah, share with the class your experience.
So we had a panel at that con. We didn't buy a badge. They didn't give us a badge.
Did
we
they
just
have
walked right in.
badges?
They had buttons and
Oh.
stickers.
Okay, go on.
But so like, we walked into our panel because we did an anthology panel, and they didn't have any speakers. So they said, "Oh, the projector has speakers," and you could barely hear the fucking video. I almost went to go grab my Bluetooth speaker that I had in my car that's like really tiny that I bought for like $20. And they're like, "Oh no, we already have speakers. You're good." It's like, "Oh, okay." And you could barely hear it. It was fantastic.
So you guys did an ASMR panel then?
Yeah, pretty much.
How many people
So-
actually showed up to the panel, though?
I think we filled the room, which I mean,
How many
It
people
wasn't a
showed
very
up
big
to the
room.
convention?
like 40 at the most.
Did they have any good special guests? Like show
They had the
staff or
best
anything?
So show staff. They had Balloon Man. You don't need show staff when you have the Balloon Man.
So
Oh,
they
the balloon
they had a
tie
convention with no show staff, but they had a balloon guy.
You mean the glorified clown?
They had a balloon guy and an analyst.
Oh, they had one of those MLP analyst panels where they analyze the show.
I didn't go to any panels. We got drunk in the hotel room.
I mean, really, isn't that what a convention's good for anyway? Getting drunk and hanging out with friends.
Pretty much. That and exploring the city, which was pretty cool.
I still can't drink in America.
That's right. How old are you now?
I'm 18.
Yeah, she's still got a
I-
few
I am-
years.
I'm the babu of the group.
I mean,
Just
you're
go
really
to Canada.
you're really not missing much, to be honest. The
Yeah.
only thing you're missing is just blowing an extra $200 at a convention, really.
Yeah, I mean, I can do it here all I want, and I don't do it that much anyway. Just
Yeah.
whenever I feel like having an alcoholic drink.
Just
I'm
look
in
at the
mood for
bright
it.
side. When you go to a convention out here, you'll be able to wake up at a decent time, unlike most of us will be able to. So,
Yeah, and have to
Yeah.
judge a PMV panel at like 6 a.m. That was
Oh.
fun.
No.
Jake
Please don't.
remembers because he crashed in my room at the last Equestria LA, and there were some nights where we'd be up till like 2 a.m. And since I worked that convention, I had to be up by like 6 a.m. So I got like 3.5 hours of sleep one of the days. I was a walking zombie. I think I was still
You-
practically drunk that
you
day, and no one
quit.
ever noticed.
And you quit like the last day. Like, I just can't do this. I can't do this anymore. I gotta go.
No, it was definitely a good time. That I'd say that was definitely my last convention that I worked. Like working a convention is fun, but it definitely does
Yeah.
eat out of time from like doing stupid shit with friends. I'd say that's what made, even though the con I went back to in January,
Mhm.
that one was small. The actual convention was but since I didn't work it, I was able to hang out with friends the entire time. That was the first time I went to a con that I wasn't working, so definitely an
Yeah.
enjoyable experience when you're not working.
Speaking of conventions, can we talk about the convention that banned cosplay?
Oh yeah, I know you would tweeted them some urgent questions, and they gave
Oh,
some great
EliteCon.
responses, right?
Oh yeah, they gave the best response. They blocked me. There's a small convention in Tampa, Florida, called EliteCon, and they banned cosplayers because they're like, "Hey, we want to focus on our Popco figures." That was one of the products they least listed as to why they banned cosplayers.
This goes without saying for anyone that's listening to this podcast that's been to either a brony convention or any convention in like nerd or geek culture in general. They all have people cosplaying there. That's like a part of the convention scene, regardless of what the main topic is, right?
Yeah, and it's great. It adds to the mood. Some people will actually have really impressive
working out
designs
quickly.
integrated, like speakers and whatever. And to ban that,
How else am I gonna be able to pull off my Joey's World Tour cosplay? You monsters.
There were people that were talking before they banned everybody. They were like, okay, we're just gonna go cosplay as our favorite casual characters like Hank Hill.
Oh yeah, I want
would
to
never know.
cosplay as Hank Hill. Who are you cosplaying as? Oh, I'm cosplaying as depressed business accountant number 3.
Still speaking of conventions, any upcoming conventions any of us are actually going to go this time around?
No.
Just BronyCon.
same. So long as the flight prices go down because they're stupidly high.
They usually go down.
I want to go to BronyCon, but my college savings account is screaming at me no. So I most likely won't be going again this year.
Do it anyway.
No.
I have no money.
No,
That's usually-
I'm kind of at the point where it's either, keep forking out money to go to conventions or take out a bigger loan for my college, which I don't want to do, so
No need.
I mean,
Ain't worth it.
definitely just because I'm not going, don't make that a deterrent for you not going. Like, go regardless. Regardless of what convention it is, if you're going to have a lot of friends there, if there's going to be fun things for you to do, then go. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, same. Yeah, I'm going to Everfree Northwest since that's in my neighborhood, and then going to BronyCon and EQLA, hopefully. They keep changing the date.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I want to confirm that I'm going to EQLA, but I work retail, so that time of the year is kind of sketchy on getting time off. For anyone that is going, I'm sure I will be there. I'm just not sure what day, because that's in my neck of the woods, so it's like a hour-and-a-half drive for me.
Mhm.
That'll probably be the first con that I go to that'll only be just one day for me though, so I'll just hang out for a day and then probably go back to work.
I'm also going to a local convention where the voice actress for Diva is going to be there.
I'm also thinking about if I have enough money, time to actually get tickets for PAX. Moment they're for sale, they're gone, so you have to know beforehand.
I want to go to PAX West really bad.
I've heard so many great stories from my friends that have attended a PAX event, and my opinion is go. If you get the chance to buy a badge, go. There's so much cool stuff to do at those conventions.
I might see if I can go.
Yeah.
I could probably get that time off of work as well.
No, I think I'll definitely be taking a break from horse cons for a while, just because most of them will involve me having to travel, which I don't necessarily have the financial means to do so right now, but
Mhm.
I might hit up some conventions that are in Southern California. We have a growing list going. We have TwitchCon, we have VidCon now, which is way too over expensive to attend. It's almost $300 for a regular person to get in.
Yeah.
But if you really want to meet the BuzzFeed cast or meet your boy Markiplier or how do you say it, Jacksepticeye? Yeah, that one dude
Septic
who
cleaner?
always starts his videos out top of the morning to you.
Oh boy,
But
laddies.
no, that's probably convention wise. If I attend anything, it'll be anything local, I'd say.
Yeah, same here. That's why I think about going to PAX is pretty local, so I'll have to worry about ticket and not hotel stuff. Hopefully. But yeah, cool. I think we've covered enough. I think we've been going on for about, I don't know.
Okay, bye.
No. But yeah, so thanks for listening for God for knows how long about us talking about stupid shit. Next time. What was that? We should do our ASMR closing bit.
Oh yeah.
Thanks for listening to.
Thanks.
This is totally not obnoxious in any way.
You've been listening to Jake's Bakery with your boy Jake, your boy Kibby, your boy RapidBeta, and your girl Sammy. Thanks. Simmy, yeah. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Boy.